even some of the Republican parties that's going to vote for Joe Biden. So we're going to still do the best that we can do to make sure that the vote get out on November the 3rd. But it takes a team effort. It takes everybody to do what we got to do, because we have a man with a character that is trying so hard to steal this election. So I'm hoping that everything, and I truly believe that Joe Biden will be the president of the United States after November the 3rd. I truly believe that.
I truly believe that, you know, because he cares. I mean, he cares about the people. And she would definitely be good with him. Harris, she definitely would be great, you know, because she cares also. And that's what it's about. And it's, so get out there and vote, you know, and everybody got their own way of voting, who they want to vote for, and that's fine. But I'm going to tell you something, do your homework before you decide, because it's very important that, I'm going to say it again, if you see what's going on now, use your judgment. Whatever's going on in this world now, I don't think it's going on good. I don't know about you. Do you think everything's going on great?
Well,
I don't know. I know the COVID was kind of crazy. I think that could have been, you know, taken before it happened. It could have been some kind of cure or something before it came so far from when it started in China, right? What do you think?
Well, for me, when I see that 190,000 people passed away, and even more.
Yeah.
And when I have seen that black business
team to go out there, he fired the pandemic team that Obama had, and they could have went out there before that and took care of it, you know, took care of the, you know, the coronavirus. That's what I believe, if he didn't stop them or he didn't fire them. Wow. That's what I believe.
Wow. Okay, we're going to talk about George Floyd case.
Yeah.
They had a trial yesterday, Dr. Rock, and their attorneys wanted to do every police officer separate. And when all of them was there at the time when George Floyd died, but it's a strategy that their attorneys that they hired from the police union attorneys. The people out there was very stirred how if we do every case separate, it will drag this case. I believe that we should allow all of them be in one instead of separate.
You mean as far as
yeah.
as far as them charging them?
That is correct.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dr.
Yeah, I
Rock?
think so too. I think, you know, they all should be charged, you know,
the same.
Be the same. And nobody should be getting off on nothing, because that was terrible. Because you could clearly see that it, you know, that's what he did. He stepped on, you know, had his knee on his neck, and he couldn't breathe. So if somebody tell you they can't breathe, so what you gonna do?
So what do you think?
What would you do if somebody told you they can't breathe?
Why is it, and we have watched, why is it when police officers around this nation, we have watched black after black after black after black get killed?
Black and brown community getting killed more so.
And we have saw evidence that those who have eyes and those who view every case, but it seemed like while we are sleeping as black people, the authority, and you got to see why so many people want to be a police officer in this country. Not to take away of the good cops. We do have good cops. But also we are seeing young other people to join the force. And the reason why that the union has become so powerful, and how some of the elected officials in every city has gave the police authority and power But what happened is that the Afro-American community has used us inside the prison system, inside the court system. If we don't realize that prison, court system, and tickets is a business, and as black folks in this country, we're afraid, and the leadership are afraid to tackle the real issues when it comes to dealing with black issues. It's sadly to say that our young children do not have leadership. The Democrat or the Republican Party did not set the tone and the guidelines. And because of the laws, we have laws, but the laws do not give the Afro-American a fair shake. What do you want to say, Dr. Rock?
No, the laws don't. I mean, the thing of it is they need to do more for the children. They need to have these children, more busy, have them doing activities during the day to keep their mind off of negative things. They need to do, put more money into the school system. I just believe they need to do more. They need to look out for, for the kids and in the future of our children. To me, that's important. I mean, a lot of other things are important too, but the children's future is important. They are our future. If people don't realize that, the children are our future. I mean, if one day they all might want to become lawyers and doctors, and we'd be all enfeebled, and then what? Then we will need them, right? So that's why the children need their education. And I believe to me, that's important for them to work on something. And plus, all the killings and stuff that the kids are leaving here, not even the age, they only like in the 20s, some of them teenagers, they're leaving here. And I believe that's because they need to get some kind of workshop or something to help these children. That way they understand that guns is not the answer. You don't pick up a gun to solve your problem. So to me, that's what I believe, that's what should be, that they should definitely, work on the gun laws, work on the education for the children, work on doing things, getting the kids out there, to do some activities. That way the kids won't be bored out here, out in the street. They're bored, not doing much with their life because they don't know what else to do but get into arguments, get into negative things like drugs or anything like that. So that's what I believe.
I deeply apologize again that our phones are not working.
Yeah.
And it's part of our show. I want to make that clear to our audience and our viewers because that plays a major role of our show being successful.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that things happen. We are grateful for our engineer, our staff, and our team that's worked hard to put this show together and make it comfortable for me and Dr. Rock.
Yeah.
But I want our audience to know that from my heart and Dr. Rock and our staff and our team that we deeply apologize. We're going to get this phone and everything running the way this show should be running smoothly. So that's me apologizing again, and it's not that. But I want to piggyback what Dr. Rock said, and we are not no politicians, but what we have seen in every city, why black people are afraid. It's over 1 billion black people in this country. But we always feel that we need other people to make us successful. This is a black radio show. They are trying to build something where most people are afraid to take their chances. I truly believe that if it's 8 billion black people in this country, that's a lot of blacks. Why we are suffering and are afraid to understand that financially equity is power, voting is power, building our own and spending money on us is power. I am sadly to say that too many of us are because we are too jealous and hateful towards our own kind, and we are not getting what we are come here on this earth as Afro-American people in this great country, till we realize how powerful we are. Dr. Rock expressed all the time helping. She always helped. But it's always the jealousy that keeps us going backwards and backwards while everybody else is going forward. Chinese people learn how to help their own kind. Right. Asians know how to help their own kind. We do not understand the power of building. I am tired that we need other people to make our show successful. 8 billion people can make me and Dr. Rock, Philly Hot Radio, successful. We can be successful even in Philadelphia. It's a lot of Afro-American business. It's a lot of blacks in Philadelphia. Why, Dr. Rock, that we're not understanding?
I don't know. You know, they always say how other races will stick together.
Go ahead, Dr. Rock, share.
And they do. And the thing of it is, people need to stick together. Like you said, there's a lot of jealousy going on. My thing is, you should be happy when you see a brother or a sister
Come on, Dr. Rock.
doing good, getting a good education, you know, going further in the things that they do, got their own business. I think it should be, everybody should be happy for that individual. You know, and my thing is, you know, you gotta put aside all the hate and all the jealousy and just, you know, be happy for the person, because that's what it's about. I mean, everybody, how anybody gonna get further if you're not there with each other and supporting one another? You know, and let's stop being in competition with each other. That's another thing. Everybody want to compete against one another. Okay, let's compete. Okay, it's not about competition. It's about supporting. It's about, you know, hey, you gonna get further. You supported me, I'm supporting you, so we both gonna get further. At the end of the day, you gonna get further too, because you supported me and what I wanted to do. Because everybody got their own individual stuff that they want to do. Everybody's not, they talented in their own way. Everybody usually don't have the same talents, the same whatever. Everybody has their own personalities, you know, things that they like to do. So all I'm saying this to say, we all need to just get better and stick together more and get it right and stop hating, because that's what it's all about. And how are we going to have change if we don't all get together and talk about things that need to be changed? No, we can't do that. You know why? Because everybody is for their self. And it's not about self. It's about what's going on in this world, is what's going, you know, how we can pray about things and keep things, you know, better, get things better for everybody, not just for one person, for everyone in this society.
Wow.
This is what, you know, that's just my opinion about everything on it. And I just feel like that's what people need to do. They need to, you know, help one another, support one another. Don't compete. I don't think competition should be in it.
Well, Dr. Rock, I want to piggyback what you just said. Dr. Rock just said something, and I talk about the old way is not working. And a lot of people are conditioned, and I have seen so many new young brothers and sisters that have a lot of great ideas, putting it out there, but we are dominated by the old way of thinking. I have seen the condition of the city of Philadelphia and other cities. I have seen how we are afraid to give new leaders, new people. I'm with the new. I am tired of the old way, always getting ahead, and the community and the unions and the people that vote for years are not getting it. It's going to come a time that we going to have to do something different. Why are we afraid? 8 billion blacks in this country. And we're a follower of the old tradition of politics. We have watched old senators. We have watched old Congress. We have watched old unions and how some of the unions run by the power of the financial and the same people get elected. It's a shame how we are afraid of something new.
Wow. Wow. It's true. I mean, I don't know why, but no, but what we do is everybody, a lot of people just complain about what's going on, but then they don't want to get out there and vote. You will ask a person, are you voting? Oh, no, I'm not going to vote this year. I say, well, why not?
What'd they say?
Because, you know what, I just don't want to. And I'm like, but are you looking around? Do you see what's going on in the world? Do you see the things that's going on? Do you see, is there anything that you see that's positive or things that's negative? I think I can write down more negatives than positives as far as what's going on. And so I just try to get them out. I try to change their mindset because a lot of times, well, you hear that from people's mouth. Look, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm voting. I don't know if I want to vote.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, it's important for you to vote. It's very important, because that's how we know. That's how we're going to get change. How you going to have change if you don't get out there and vote at all? To me, that's crazy. Because the year that Obama voted,
296 blacks didn't vote.
Yeah, 296
6,000.
blacks
Yeah, come on.
did not vote. And why not? And why not? You know why? Because they didn't do their homework and they didn't get out and they didn't register to vote. And they just didn't do it. To me, that's just like, look at it like this. To me, it's just like wrong. Like you don't care about what's going on out here. You don't care about society, to me, as a whole, if you don't get out there and vote.
Wow. Again, for those who are watching us and our viewers, we want to keep expressing we are deeply sorry that our phones are not working. I want to express that again because that is part of our show so our listeners can give us feedback. But me and Dr. Rock will do the best that we can. But we'll be back next Saturday for sure. Things maybe didn't seem to go right, but it's important for me and her. I learned that where successful people keep going. Me and Dr. Rock understand that failure is a part of success. Jealousy is a part of success. Naysayers, doubters, no way in shape and form that me and Dr. Rock has a black radio show, and I'm not afraid to say that for those who sit there afraid in 2020 that say they have a black radio show. We've been trying to be like everybody else, but we're afraid to say that we have a black radio show because a little bit of other people watch us. All of a sudden, we're afraid to be black in America. They still gonna love us. They waiting for us to learn how to support like everybody else. That don't make me a bad person that say that I got a black radio show. And because that's the reason we always try to follow everybody else.
Yes. Yes. Okay, we heard you. Everybody heard you.
I hope so.
Yeah, they heard you, because I sure did. I'm right next to you. I heard everything
So
you
what are you saying?
No, what I'm saying is, whatever you say, I understand, but everybody can hear you.
Well, that's my passion.
Yes.
And
Yes.
when you have a passion, I do whatever it takes. Clean up, wipe down, carry stuff, marketing, talking. I'm hungry for success. I'm hungry to build this radio station and jump over some of these hurdles. I'm not afraid to do what other people are afraid to do. One thing about me, I ain't cute. And I know what it takes. Everybody might not agree or like my style. My style is different than yours. And that's the passion that God has gave me. And I refuse to let anybody stop me. I might gonna hit some heads. People ain't gonna like what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it's just me and God anyway. And along with Dr. Rock, that's on the side of me getting this loud stuff in her left ear.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I got the mask, I ain't spit on you.
No. No, but
Go ahead, Dr. Rock.
no, he's right. Like I said, you take chances in life with a lot of things, and you need to, people need to step up to the plate, and they need to, open their mouth. What they say, closed mouth don't get fed. Mm-hmm. Open your mouth. Talk about what's going on. Talk about things that you don't like. If you don't do that, then everything will stay the same. That's why it's important, and we keep stressing and talk about voting because that's more important than anything. And that's why every Saturday so far, that's going to be our topic, because we have to get y'all out there. On November 3rd is right around the corner. Believe me, it's not. November the 3rd is like right around the corner.
Say it again.
It's right around the corner. I mean, this is September. We got October, November. So, and it's November 3rd. So, that's why it's important to get out. And this is what we explain. This is what we stress to everyone, because it is. Because we don't want to hear later on that we have the same situation, the same people on our, as the president, the same person, same thing is going on. Yes, people might think, some people, they don't care what he do, they think he the best. But guess what? You didn't do your homework.
Come on, go ahead, Dr.
And I'm not being smart. You just didn't do it. Because if you did it, you wouldn't say that.
That's correct.
And that's my opinion. If you did your homework, you wouldn't say. Because my thing is, if you think the coronavirus is great, and you think that, and see, y'all don't do their homework, because I'm going to tell you a lot of things any positive things that's going on now, the president before that was the one that handled it.
Come on.
Okay? We could have been going through another,
coronavirus.
What's it called, Ebola. Ebola. We could have been going through another one, but then the pandemic team that was put in place stopped it. So we didn't get it. None of us got that because it stopped it. So when I'm saying this to say, do your homework. Do your homework. Wow. And if you think that it's about you, it's not about the middle class, and it's not about the poor. Mm-hmm. Believe me, it's not.
Wow. You know what? You said something.
It's not.
You said something, Dr. Rock, and I want to piggyback.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Rock said something. A lot of us never view the data to percentage. And for those who want, it's important that you Google and read. And half of y'all never saw this thing coming. But what we're going to do, we're going to talk about a solution where I've been seeing that the city councilmen for the last 20 years have gave the Philadelphia police 40% of the city budget. It ain't the money. What we need to do is invest money more into the community and open up some of these doors for the young folks to go to. But what happened was over the last 25 years, we allowed more guns to patrol and get involved in our city. We allow more dope, more crime in the poorest community, but it's designed that way. They have found a way, it's called a marketing strategy, to go to the poorest community that's near downtown, that's near Center City. And we have watched some of the city, some of the poorest community, how they don't invest money because they want the city back. But because of the black elected officials in the city of Philadelphia are afraid to tackle the real issues, we have elected black leadership in the city of Philadelphia. They go in, sit there at the table, are afraid to talk about the real issue, dealing with the children, dealing with working people, dealing with poor people that are suffering. We allow this to happen because we are afraid to tackle and bring new ideas to the table and bring new ideas to city council, to bring a new mayor to the city of Philadelphia, a new Congress, a new senator, a new governor that do not have the plan. The corporate business people control the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. It's sadly to say that we are afraid and the leaderships are afraid because they will run somebody out of their district or run against them, so they play safe politics. Go ahead, Dr. Rock. Then we're going to get ready to close.
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean,
What do you think, Dr. Rock? You have something to say? I know you do. Go ahead, Dr. Rock. Go ahead, go ahead, Dr. Rock. Hype.
Like I said, no, I just, I said what I had to say. I just told everyone, I said, look, it's about, doing your homework.
Come on.
That's important. Because a lot of times, I see people and hear people, yes, everybody got their own opinion. And I'm not going to say that. Look, they duke it out, and then it would be like you could see another day. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like you could step on a person's foot, and they want to kill you because they remember you stepping on their foot. I'm just giving some crazy examples of why they're killing each other out here, and it's sad. And it's like, and it's our kids. You know what I mean? It's our children that's out there, arguing with one another, wanting to fight one another, and it's over stupid stuff. It's over dumb stuff. And if they had an education, none of the other stuff would be in their mind. Drugs or anything else wouldn't be in their mind. If they decided to, if they had a good education and they had money put into their education, So that's just my thought on that. That's why I tell people now, just, look for change, try to get out there, because we the only ones that count. We count. Our votes count.
That's correct.
And our life depends on it. How about that one? Our life depends on it for you to get out there and vote.
Wow.
And that's more. So tomorrow, if you can, come out to 4 o'clock p.m. to 7 to register to vote. Get your kids out. Get the ones that not even register. Let them come on out. I'll be out there too, taking the registrations to vote. And you're going to also get some entertainment out there. Now, think about it, entertainment. Bring your chair or something. You can sit out there and listen to the concerts or whatever's going on, okay? So that's what I have to say.
I think Dr. Rock explained it to the best of her ability. And I want to thank Dr. Rock with her passion. And we want to also, again, express our viewers that those who couldn't call, especially the people that was going to call down Atlanta, Georgia, especially the person that's going to call down New York City, I deeply apologize that the phones are not working.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna. I think we're gonna change. We're gonna change that anyway. Next week, I think we could start with the guests, and I'll talk about it. I'll call people up, and you can call me also.
We're gonna call
inbox.
And we're gonna call the people that the guests that was willing to call us.
Yes.
And we apologize to all their friends that they reached out, because we market this all week.
Mm-hmm.
And to make this show to be successful, but things do happen.
Right.
So it's not, I want to talk about how important to support the Philadelphia Telethon on October the 17th. Pam Renee Smith and Shirley Light, along with the board, are fighting to raise money for some of the artists, some of the groups that suffer during the coronavirus. We have noticed that everything, even the black bars, restaurants that look for entertainment as a business marketing to get people to come out to some of their places. This coronavirus has affected so many entertainment, even movies. And Pam Renee Smith, Keep Entertainment Alive, God placed this on her heart to raise money. We have over 8 point blacks and whites, Latinos, that are entertainment business. We're asking y'all on October the 17th, you can donate money now. Also, for those who like to sponsorship, can buy a banner. For $50, you can get your picture on the banner, say you're a responsible. It can be McDonald's, can be any type of business that want to support the entertainment, bands, musicians, local artists. We are having a fundraiser on October the 17th to give back to the entertainment. A lot of these groups depend on shows and traveling in different cities. But during the coronavirus, because they could not put the money in the package for entertainment, they are losing. So I'm asking y'all from Philly Out Radio, Whistle While You Work, we support that. Before we close, I want Dr. Rock to say something, then I'm going to close it. So Dr. Rock, so what do you plan on doing? Because we only got 55 days left for this election. So what do you plan on doing, Dr. Rock, before you close it?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to help. Like I said, I'm going to help the people get out and register. And I also told people if they couldn't get out and vote, that I would definitely help them. They can call me up. I'll take them to the polls if they would like me to do that. I would love to do that. And tomorrow, if you, and, I can announce it again on Edison. What is it, 5600? I said on Edison.
Anderson Avenue.
Yes, Anderson Avenue. Right. So just come on out there tomorrow if you need. If someone needs to register to vote, come on out there. Also, you're gonna have, like I said, entertainment's gonna be out there. So. What I just want everybody to know how important it is, and just get out there. Okay. And that's what I want to say. I wanted to close it out with change. That is the whole, for the whole month of September, change. The whole month of October, change. Until the day up to November, change. That's going to be our whole topic. We need change. Because it depends, our life depends on it. Everyone understand, your vote do count. And your vote will count if you just get out there and vote.
Okay. And for me, my closing remark, to piggyback on change, if we're going to go in the new direction in 2020, the only way, we have to learn how to show love. And for change to come, we must have love and the right mindset to do something that has never been done before. Because the way we are going, we have made it hard for change. We have made it hard for the new generation to take us to a whole new level when it comes to politics, when it comes to entertainment, when it comes into the business world, when it comes to unity. We have to have a passion to learn how to embrace and do something that take away the condition. Dr. Rock, we will be back. We deeply apologize that our phone system did not work. We deeply apologize. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. Love and peace. Thank y'all for tuning in on Philly Hot Radio. Whistle while you work.